Southwest Conference. Alive and well once again here today as these two rivals are set to square off, and we are set to bring it to you. Welcome to Kyle Field in College Station, Texas. It's the Arkansas Razorbacks and the Texas A&M Aggies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Hey guys, the Razorback head coach told me pregame, this is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. The Razorbacks offense will have the opening possession of the game. Last time these two squared off in the Southwest Classic, it was the Aggies gigging the Razorbacks in a close one.
I think we saw a lot of mental toughness in that game, too, by Texas A&M. Things didn't always go great, but they were always seemingly able to respond, and I think that's going to be a big key in this one, Dave.
And which one can keep their cool? In these rivalry games, sometimes it pops a little bit more. There's more emotion, and there's more adrenaline, and sometimes you can make some bad decisions. A&M did a good job last year, but a big challenge with the Razorbacks today.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Rush is on him, and he never had a chance.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Trying to escape. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, he didn't get past the marker before starting his slide, and now it's 4th down.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Gonna field this one in tight quarters. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. So Texas A&M's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here comes the junior running back. Big day in his last game. Over 150 yards on the ground and a score.
I got to tell you, I've been really impressed watching this team, and specifically the offense now during this win streak. And the biggest thing has been the running back and their ability toting the football. Physical, they're able to stay ahead of the sticks. Defenses just get worn down because of this guy and his physical style running the football. And I expect to see a little bit of that again today.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Going with the counter play here. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
From the gun on 3rd down, Reed. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. Each team able to stop him right there. The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking for a gap. It's Russell. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled there last time out. They knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
They'll run the option. Quick toss. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option. They didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. The Razorbacks will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He's got great speed. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wants to adjust the pattern. Motion from the wide receiver. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Great place to start for this offense. Reed. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. How about that shot into the end zone, and he makes the grab for the score.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, 1 snap, put it in the end zone. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count on.
Jackson will throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Texas A&M will use its second timeout. They burned a couple early, now down to just one timeout to work with. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. Pocket breaking down. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. On the run, it's Owens. These two old SWC rivals might have taken a bit of a hiatus in their series, but once the Aggies came to the SEC, things ratcheted back up quickly.
Right, and that's been some of the cool side of conference expansion, right? You got this rivalry renewed from a long time ago, but since joining the conference, A&M has dominated Arkansas. Arkansas looking to get a little payback.
It always feels big when you watch this game. We've seen so many of these games in recent years being played at Jerry World, and with all the speed on the field from both sides, this is always, I think, one of the more fun games to watch every season.
And that's a nice run by the running back. And I tell you what, man, these rivalry games, a lot of times they're decided by who can run the football, who can exert their will, be more physical, because there's so much emotion that goes into it. And going back to last year, like this game.
Might have a chip. Oh, it's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Man, I tell you what, those backup running backs, they don't get very many opportunities to prove themselves.
Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. The Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Finds a little space. Makes it past the marker. He'll get it all the way to the 13-yard line before he's forced out of bounds.
Not overly complicated, not something the OC spent the whole summer designing. I take the ball and I toss it to my fast guy, get him on the perimeter, block it up good. My wide receivers commit to blocking, and boom, make a big play.
And the Aggies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimum gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They go right back to him. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Good play call on defense. Third down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up fourth.
Smashes in between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
period. First down here. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Russell. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country. And we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. So far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
And the Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Makes a move. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball.
Turning it on! Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Running the red zone. It's Owens. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the left. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
It's 1st and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. Trying to pick up a 1st down. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt.
2nd quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too. And you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Bussey. And nothing defense having none of it and stopping him on 4th down.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. And you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Using the quick game. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down. The Razorbacks in the hurry-up.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wide receiver comes in motion. Jackson will throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. There he goes. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
Grab near the sticks. It's Marshall. Slips one guy, now he's loose. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bussey. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
They hope to catch the offense being overly aggressive with the screen, but they got nothing. They got less than nothing and had to like it.
Yeah, and a lot of times that's just players making plays. I mean, guys that see that and read it, it's just kind of a knack. It's kind of a feel. You feel the screen, break on the football, go make a play, get a big tackle for a loss.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Quick release by the QB. And he's not going to get the 1st down. Good stop there. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. They stop him. And they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Jackson gonna throw it. Under fire. Chase to the right. He's knocked down short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time that was a great play call defensively.
Oh, and you just feel kind of like that's a little bit of a missed opportunity. He had him open, and he just overshot it a little bit. Man, those sting.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Never a doubt. And that'll tie things up as we head toward halftime.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Bussey. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Wide receiver going in motion. Reed. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Bussey. Powers through. He's got the 1st down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Back has it. Breaks the tackle. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. And the Razorbacks will kick it off to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Bussey. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
I caught up with Coach Elko coming out of the locker room at the half. They have got to use this home team's energy and enthusiasm to their benefit. As you know, this game has a lot of implications. It could separate them in the conversation for the college football playoff, but they have got to have a little better performance here to start the third. We'll see if this home crowd gives them the energy that they need.
Appreciate that, Holly. Maybe a crease. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Looking for room. It's Owens. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
Breaks into the open. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Aggie. They take the lead here in the second half. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. You can feel the momentum starting to swing in this stadium. It's 1st and 10. And they'll knock him down for a 5-yard loss.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
And the quarterback brought up 2 and sacked at the 12.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. Here comes the heat. He sacked this defense all over it.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. Guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
The Razorbacks will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Texas A&M's offense takes the field ready to get this drive going. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Throwing Reed. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
And that's the problem when you get in 2nd and forever. The defense knows. They make you one-dimensional. They know you're going to take shots down the field. They stay deep, they break on the football, and they take advantage of the opportunity.
They'll try the counter. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. One guy, two guy, three guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Reads it, fires complete. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
This is why there's a lot of receivers that go alligator arms and they start tiptoeing over the middle of the field because you don't want to be living where these big physical linebackers are. This guy, though, completely fearless, crosses the defender's face. He makes the catch, gets absolutely laid out by the linebacker, but he holds on anyway.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. Fights off a defender. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play.
Maybe some room here. Oh, and what a move, what a juke, and he makes it past the marker.
And finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, and they had to work for it. A nice little juke, and he'll have 7 on that one.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Running inside, it's Russell. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
He'll toss it. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick. Extra yards.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play.
Touchdown, Arkansas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. And at the end of the play, it looks as if there's an injured Razorback on the field. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. Bring it out. It's Bussey. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker. Looks as if we have an injured player for the Aggies on the field. So as they take a look at the injured player, we will take a timeout. Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. This quarterback part of their running game. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Just adds another dimension to this offense, and the Aggies have had quarterbacks who could run over the years.
Yeah, quarterbacks that can run, and I think about those guys too. I think about run, I think about tempo, I think about scrambling around, making plays, just having that dude at the QB spot.
On the ground, it's Owens. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And that would be the definition of first down success, putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense, getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Finding some room. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. They'll send the back in motion. Creates a little space. Past the 30. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Using his legs, it's Owens. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
And with that run, man, he goes over 100 yards. And the physicality of the ground game, that to me, that's what's going to stand out in this rivalry game. In the second half, that's what made the difference a year ago. That's why they won in such close fashion. Having a guy that they can count on in the big moments in the second half of this football game is going to decide who wins.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Touchdown, Aggie! They've got the lead here in the 4th. The Aggies get it right back.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Getting set for the point after. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. And now this offense needs a late 4th quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Jackson will throw. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. They wrap him up. He tried to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's stopped in the backfield.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. They'll move the wide receiver. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. And nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Upstairs, he's got it. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. That is the junior tight end who they are taking a look at, and we'll have Holly Rowe check on his situation. If you can't win it all, you might as well try to ruin things for your rival, and that's exactly what we've got working here. There's a crease. Picks up the first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. There's a reason you drag the record books to the recycle bin in a rivalry game. Upsets, and we've got one looming. Find it. The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. If you like old-fashioned, grinded-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
If you can't win it all, you might as well try to ruin things for your rival, and that's exactly what we've got working here. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Turning it on! Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts, but they've got to get a stop. They've got to make a stand and start burning those timeouts.
Got it behind the line. It's Horton. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
And the Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
Defense doing their job, getting that last stop, and now 3rd in California. Not a lot of play calls to convert this, so defensively, let's get off the field now. The clock's running. We need to give it back to our offense with as much time as possible.
And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Motion from the wideout. Reed to throw for it on 4th. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Razorbacks take their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. He gets it across the 25 to the 24, give him 5 on the carry. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. 6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. He might want another play. Rides to the back. Here's a little room. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Looking to buy time. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. And the Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense, pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, creating the sack. But look at this offense. They aren't deterred. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
These offenses, sometimes when they get pressed and they know they got to go fast and they got to put points on the boards, sometimes they get a little bit reckless, and they do right here. They give up the safety. Now down multiple possessions and kicking off. The chances of them winning just went way downhill.
The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He's out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Gets it right back to the touchback position, and the offense will take over. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it to keep the clock moving.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Motion from the back. Can't get him to the ground. Got a little grass. Pass to 10. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And the punishment has been extended. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And he finishes the drive with a thrilling 69-yard run to the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Under fire. Quickly to the tight end. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Here's a heat. And down he goes. Now third and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Jackson gonna throw it. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. They're gonna go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Oh, they're after him. And they got it. So you might expect to see victory formation. Instead, you will see a field goal attempt. And they didn't need the extra points, but maybe just a chance to stick it to them right here a little bit at the end.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we're looking pretty good.
With the 12th man standing at the ready, and at times it seemed as if A&M needed him, the Aggies take down the Razorbacks and win this rivalry game. That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.